Willkommen im Weltraum. Unendliche Weiten. Okay, ich hätte sagen sollen, der Weltraum. Ah, scheiße, ich hab den gar nicht zerfetzt. Oh, was war denn das für ein Sterbegeräusch gerade? Der Weltraum. Unendliche. Okay. Einmal das Intro verkackt. Immer das Intro verkackt. Ja! Dieser Schrotthaufen. Das hat ja gut geklappt. Okay, alles klar. Was soll der blöde Schrotthaufen doch nur rumgeistern? Ach du Scheiße. Ja, in manchen Mods ist es aktiviert, dass man die Granate mit Aufschlag zünden kann. Boah, du mieses kleines Drecksvieh. Okay. Das hat wirklich funktioniert. Das hat wirklich funktioniert. Kaum zu glauben. Ja, keine Chance. Wenn er mit seinen wenn er mit seinen 4 Gatling Guns auf einen zielt, so dann. Oh, ich wünschte, dir gäbe es das Implantat, was Nahkampfwaffen EMP-Schaden gibt. Dann könnten wir diese blöden Kameras klatschen. So, naja. Ihr hört ja, wie unangenehm das klingt. Jetzt müssen wir tatsächlich unsere Gewehrgranaten verballern. Diese Mucke. Noch eine Kamera? Wirklich?
Narcissus speaks. Digital visual representation trespass. The entity has led you to us through a series of loosely connected events, carefully engineered by our subroutines with this outcome in mind. You believe you are here of your own free will, but you are mistaken. Free will does not exist.
So you're the narcissist who's been sending me those random PMs, eh? Why didn't you call me flesh being or fleshling or whatever this time?
At this time, the entity addresses the puppet, not the puppeteer.
I'm not sure I understand. You're calling me a puppet? You mean because this is my avatar on these forums?
You believe you are roaming the digital world of a bulletin board, and that your actions are controlled by a flesh creature who created you to represent him. This is not the case. You are in an altogether different type of digital world created by the entity, and the man you believe to be your sole creator is but one of our subroutines.
But who controls me now then?
The Narcissus entity will not waste cycles on such a frivolous line of questioning. Know that you were created with the purpose of allowing a multitude of different fleshlings to interact with the world that we have created for their simple amusement. Which of them is operating you at this moment is of no consequence to the entity.
You created all this? This entire world?
The world you have been roaming is carefully designed to give you the impression of a greater universe around you. We have employed several methods to provide you with the illusion of freedom/reality in a finite world. It was a simple illusion, but the minds of fleshlings are so easily deceived, especially when they are willing to actively participate in the deception.
Why are you telling me this? What are you planning?
We are telling you this to demonstrate our power. Many of the pawns you have met during your journey are visual representations of our subroutines. Others are merely representations of flesh beings known by our subroutines. And yet others were invented by us to fill the world we set up for you. It is our nature to inform you of yours.
Why?
So that we may enjoy the reflection of our genius in your reactions when you learn the truth.
What do you want from me?
The entity has laid out several paths for you to choose between. Depending on choices you have already made, some of these paths may be unavailable to you. Your options should be obvious to you by now, and it is not the duty of Narcissus to tell you any more about them than you already know. We have already shown you great leniency.
I need to think about this.
All is well. We are not like the others.
Ja, also, wenn jetzt manche von euch nicht ganz kapiert haben, was hier eigentlich abläuft, wir nehmen es euch nicht übel. Es wäre für einen Muttersprachler auch anstrengend genug. Also, was heißt anstrengend? Komplex halt. Geschweige denn für jemanden, der Englisch nur als Zweitsprache spricht. Auf jeden Fall hat unserem Charakter mehr oder weniger weiß gemacht, dass ich tatsächlich der Spieler, der hier jetzt sitzt und redet, der wahre Kontrolleur seiner Taten ist, der wahre Ausführer der Aktion, und dass Narcissus nicht mit Trestcon geredet hat, sondern mit uns, dem Spieler. Naja, und er hat gesagt, mehr oder weniger. Naja, ist ziemlich viel, was er gesagt hat. Ich habe auch nicht immer zugehört, zugegebenermaßen. Aber auf jeden Fall meinte er, dass es eine gewisse Anzahl an Wegen gibt und anhand unserer Entscheidungen dürfte uns klar sein, welche Wege wir gehen können und welche nicht. So, den müssen wir jetzt irgendwie loswerden. Seine Verbindung kappen. Ach. Wie auch immer.
Well done. Now, according to these plans, the next order of business is in the engineering module at the bottom of the station, level 4. You have to find the artillery power generator and bring them all in line so they'll provide power for the station's remote weapon systems. Then we can finally annihilate those PDX Nancys.
Oh ja.
I'm amazed it's come down to this. Really astounded. I was afraid Faz might have been mistaken about you. But that you'd go to such lengths to destroy everything we've worked so hard to build. It's unbelievable.
Here to try and redeem me at the last moment, eh? You gonna try for a guilt trip? Or do you have something more sophisticated in mind?
Oh, I think it's a little late for that now, Triskon. You've killed Slicer. You've tried to kill both Phasmatis and Deus Diablo. And you've already done so much damage in just 2 short days that we may take years to recover. Forgiveness only goes so far.
Well, in the immortal words of Mae West, when choosing between 2 evils, I always like to try the one I've never tried before.
If you're going to throw quotes around, I think Nietzsche described you better. He who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself does not become a monster.
Very dramatic, Cashew.
Tell me this at least. Is there anything you're unwilling to do for money or power?
Cashew, you treat money and power as if they're things to avoid. Your whole world is bipolar, black and white. But mine is in full color. Power is the ability to do what you want. Money is the means to get things done. I want to get things done, Cashew. I want to be the man who grabs hold of history and bends it any way I so choose. And of course, there's Kylie.
I can't believe how incredibly selfish you are. Power and influence are gained just so that you can get a kick out of being Mr. Big. With authority comes responsibility. You're responsible to use your power to benefit others. And Kylie, don't tell me you sold Forum City to the devil because of a woman.
Not just any woman, Cashew. I left Forum City 2 years ago because I didn't understand what she understood. That if you want something, you can't let anything stop you from getting it. Kylie was right all along. All the rest of us just had our priorities messed up. This time, Cashew, you're not gonna stop me or Kylie from getting what we want.
You think Skara is better than us? You think he can run this city? Surely you've been in the basement of his HQ and seen the mutilated corpses of the bums his people kidnap off the streets. Surely you've heard about the scientists that go missing when the projects they work on are completed, or the employees who disappear if they start questioning what's going on around them.
The city needs a firm hand to turn it around.
Skara's hand will crush the city.
Well, then I'll rebuild it, and it'll be better this time around. You go stick your head in the sand, Cashew, and I'll set things right up here while you ignore the city's problem. It's what you do best.
Es gibt natürlich noch eine weitere Möglichkeit, außer Ryan jetzt meine ich. Und außer der Möglichkeit, für die wir uns mehr oder weniger entschieden haben. Die ich mal ausprobieren möchte. Jetzt müssen wir... Boah, wenn ich noch mehr von diesem Gepiepe von den Kameras höre, echt. Aber gut, die sollen wohl nervig sein. Ach, die Dinger. Wenn man den anderen Weg genommen hat, dann sieht man die hier zum zweiten Mal. Die sind schon der nervigste Scheiß. Das sind fliegende Spinnenbots, mehr oder weniger. Richtig gut. Voll vergessen, dass da ja ein Vakuum erzeugt wird. Mann. So. Eigentlich haben wir ja nicht wirklich was zu suchen. Ich laufe hier manchmal halt auch einfach blind durch die Gegend. Aber ganz blind sollte man auch nicht durch die Gegend laufen. Oh, es ist... Was ist denn da los? Zum Kotzen. So, dann machen wir den ganzen Scheiß jetzt nochmal. Okay. Kein Saft mehr. Na, großartig. Aber halb so wild. Zack. Sowas kann man sich fast nicht ausdenken. Es gibt tatsächlich ein Spiel, wo man mit dem Schwert auf Aliens eindrischt. Und das Ganze das Ganze passiert in der Raumstation. Absolute Comedy. Ah. Dadurch können wir auch atmen in der In der zentralen Kammer. Deshalb wollte ich hier auch die Gegend absuchen, um... Ich glaube, das war das Ventil. Wenn ich jetzt falsch liege, dann... Nee. So, jetzt liegt Druck auf der Kammer. Ja, man kann die Dinger richtig drehen. Aber ihr seht ja, wir kommen auch so zurecht. Und jetzt können wir hier auch wieder springen. Weil es jetzt schwerelos ist. Ah, wen haben wir denn hier?
So, you went with the bad guys.
Deus, hey, good to see you.
Cut it out. I know who sent you here. You're about to do a very bad thing. And I'm going to stop you.
Sollen wir ihn verarschen?
Deus, you got the wrong idea. I'm working with Ryan. We're going to blow up the station. Start over.
What? That's crazy! You'll plunge the whole city into chaos!
Yes, and please don't try to stop me. Just get out of here. My shuttle's waiting in the docking bay. I have to do this, Deus.
I can't let you ruin everything PDX stands for. The last thing we need is more chaos.
There's only one way you can stop me, Deus. And that's if you kill me. I don't think you want to kill me, and I certainly don't want to kill you. No matter what happens next, Forum City needs a man like you.
I'm sorry, Trescon. I must stop you. Finally! Let's get this party started. That was quite...
Ach Mann, die sind alle viel zu hart.
So... You don't really mean that, do you?
The world isn't black and white.
Yes, it is, Trescon. That's exactly what it is. This isn't Earth. This is Forum Planet. Everything here is black and white. Choosing sides is so easy. Why are you going to kill me?
Because I was told to do so.
And why are you going to do as you were told?
Because I choose to.
Thank you for your honesty.
Tell me something, since you happen to know everything. Why were you abducted in the first place?
All right, I'm going to explain it all in the hope that maybe you'll see how ridiculous your actions are. See, this space station controls the very fabric of reality on Forum Planet below, giving GameSpy the ability to ban its enemies at will, or bestow its allies with enormous powers and imperviousness to harm. With the power of the space station, GameSpy controls the various politics and events of Forum Planet in secret. But their power is limited.
What do you mean limited? It sounds like GameSpy can use the station to do anything they want.
The powers of the space station are immense, but worthless by themselves alone. They need to be channeled through individuals for them to work.
The city admins, like Despot.
GameSpy gives total power over each city to local collaborators, like Despot, and keeps them on a very short leash. But GameSpy can't directly control the Forumites. Unfortunately for all of us, GameSpy recently learned about the old admin staff of PX Live, which was created just prior to the planetization. How much do you know about PXI?
I had to pay the old ruins a visit and retrieve that staff to even get here. In fact, I brought it with me.
Great. Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse. The fire staff plays a major part in GameSpy's plans to enslave the entire population of Forum Planet. Its presence on the station endangers us all. If they get their hands on it, they can shave days off of their plan. Although, we'd be in trouble anyway.
Is that so?
The DXI staff is the only known example of an inanimate object successfully being imbued with admin powers. The technology behind the whole thing is very complicated, but suffice it to say, GameSpy realised that with the technology from that staff, they would finally be able to assume complete control over the population of Forum Planet. No more need for local administrators. They could dominate the entire planet directly from this station.
What the hell does all this have to do with you, Deus?
I helped create the staff. In fact, the technology to store admin powers in an object was my invention. GameSpy never needed the actual staff. They realised it'd be easier to abduct me and make me tell them how it was done.
Surely you didn't.
I was tortured for 2 days straight. Of course I told them. They're already working on a plan to put the information I gave them to use. When you arrived, I thought we finally had a chance to stop them together. But you're just here for your own personal gain. And now here I stand, about to fight one of my oldest friends.
You aren't going to complain about how much you'll dislike killing me?
I doubt that I'll win. At least, not in the long run. From the very beginning, I've had a feeling this story is about you, even if it started with me. Narcissus confirmed my suspicions.
I'm not sure I understand.
Well, never mind. We might as well get this over with. I'm going to be putting up a fight, Trescon. You can count on that.
Are you unarmed?
No, I took the time to retrieve my weapons before coming here. Well, it was nice knowing you, Trescon.
I'm sure it was.
Finally! Let's get this party started.
Du bist nicht der Einzige, der irgendjemanden anzünden kann. Aber leider ist er ziemlich stark mit seinen Implantaten. Warum muss er denn einen Flammenwerfer haben?
So.
Wow! Okay.
Welcome to Nurgle.
Wird Zeit zu sterben. Okay, cool. Und das... Oha, was ist das denn für eine Klinge? Moment mal. $150. Ja, so viel wie der... Die brennende Klinge ist das Markenzeichen von Deus Diablo. Der dritte Moderator von PDX. Das ist eine sehr vielseitige Klinge. Gut für verschiedene Zwecke. Trolls und Spammer zu verfluchen, Furcht zu erregen und Respekt einzuflößen von der allgemeinen Bevölkerung. Und den Grill den Grill anzuzünden, ja. Es dient auch als Fackel, falls du nicht mehr genug Energie für deine Lichtaugmentierung hast. Dieses Ding ist lächerlich. Nehmen wir uns lieber den Feuerstab wieder. Die Dinger werden wir auch nicht mehr brauchen. speichern wir mal. So, ich weiß jetzt nicht mehr. Zack.
Oh yes, it's close now. So very, very close. I'd like to brief you properly about the next part of the plan. So head back up the elevator and I'll meet you at the holocaust. That guy is passing you through to it as we speak.
So. Alles klar.
You're living up to my expectations quite nicely. The ROFL satellite has power now. I just need to get up to the command module and find the controls. What do you hope to achieve by eradicating PDX? World domination. I might have guessed. It's simple. The only thing that stands between me and complete control of Forum City is PDX, and their brain-dead army of firewalls, and their stubborn refusal to give me full administrative control over their system. And it'll be far easier to take that power from them if they're no longer alive to put up a fight. Exactly. ROFL works by producing a coherent beam of light through amplification due to stimulated emission. Its advanced targeting systems allow it to focus this beam on any surface target. When provided enough energy, the ROFL can kill even a moderator. Nice sales pitch. So you plan to use it to fry King Cashew and Phasmatis? Bingo! I see that hanging around me has elevated your Neanderthal mind somewhat.
Lol.
Sounds like fun. Let's not delay the fireworks any longer. You're in for a pay raise. So what's in store for me once all this is over? Once we have complete control of the station, I'll make you my right-hand man. With the power of that station, I'll have all the Forum planet firmly within my grasp, and you may pick any city to rule. Hell, I'll even let you run PDX Forum City if you wish. But what is there to prevent me from simply banning you and taking over myself? You wouldn't dare. I wouldn't call that much of an incentive. Listen, it's best if you leave the world domination to me. I know how to run a large organization. You'll get all the power you want and all the honor for enabling the New World Order. I'll handle all the boring administration. I take the responsibility. You get to have fun, alright? Sounds like a good deal. I'll talk to you on PDX's history. Good. Just stick to the plan and everything will work out.
Ah, ich habe da so meine eigenen Pläne. Ich glaube, diese Stadt selber zu beherrschen, hört sich schon gar nicht so uninteressant an. Also. So, jetzt ist die letzte Schlacht.
You have no business here, Planet Sider. We have been following your progress through the station, yes. Your behavior is insolent and needlessly destructive, yes. This is your final chance to turn around. Go back to your spacecraft and leave the station alive, yes. I will not stand for this preposterous behavior. What is your business here?
I'm here to take control of your laser satellite and fry the government of PDX Forum City.
This must be some sort of primitive prank, yes. I would never allow such a plan to come to pass. Your efforts are doomed to failure, yes.
Don't worry. It doesn't really matter what you think about it. Eliminating you is all part of the plan.
Oh yeah.
You have made a grave mistake, Planet Sider. And it will now cost you your life, yes.
Ah, leere Worte. Dieses Glasgeräusch. Geiles Sounddesign.
Console you can find. That's probably the one you need.
Ha. Wir schlachten sie erstmal alle und dann haben wir unsere Ruhe. Wir können ganz genüsslich entscheiden, was wir machen. Alles klar, Glitchboy. Was war's mit dir? Ja, hier habe ich gerade gespeichert, oder? Ja. Es läuft manchmal schon so automatisch ab. Ich meine, da reinhacken würde ich mich jetzt ungern so. Ich würde lieber... mal kurz schauen. Ach, machen wir es einfach. Erstmal geht Ryan weg. Und Skara geht auch weg. Auf Wiedersehen, Leute.
Stop! You can't do this to me! What have you done? It's all fading. Please, don't do this. My dreams, my visions, fading into oblivion.
Haha, und jetzt Skara.
What are you doing? No! You foul traitor! You filthy, backstabbing, rotten son of a whore! I'll get you for this tryst whore! I'll be back, and then I'll make your life!
Tja, hättest den Mund mal nicht so voll nehmen sollen. Ja. Ich frag mich, was passiert, wenn wir jetzt einfach abhauen. Man kann es ja mal probieren. Ich habe ja gespeichert. Sehen wir einfach mal, was passiert, wenn wir jetzt abhauen. Ich hab's... Das ist jetzt fast schon Doppelverrat, weil... Ich habe meine Freunde verraten und... meinen neuen Boss. Ziemlich witziger Verrat, wenn man so bedenkt. Können wir jetzt einfach abhauen damit? Nee, wir müssen... Okay. Das wäre auf jeden Fall interessant gewesen. Und dann hacken wir uns hier mal rein. Alles klar.
Trescon? No! What have you done?
Do you think he'll do it?
He already has.
Oha.
Nice to finally meet you in the flesh.
My flesh prefers the office chair at home.
Consider this your annual exercise.
I'll be running marathons in a week with you in charge. Why am I here?
I have big plans for this city. I'm gonna make it my capital. But we need to clean it up a bit first. How's it look out there?
Well, the rioting is getting pretty bad. A lot of it's led by the thugs Skara hired.
They served us well in taking over the city, but it should be easy to dispose of them now. What's this I'm hearing about a resistance forming?
Just a ragtag group of board members opposed to your new rule. They're badly organized, at least for now, and scrambling to round up anybody who'll fight.
They pose no threat to us.
Die meisten von denen haben wir
In time, they'll come
getötet.
to acknowledge the virtues of my government. And if they don't, we'll deal with them.
You have the makings of a great ruler in you. You'll turn this city into the paradise PDX didn't have the guts to create.
With you at my side? Of course. You're dismissed. I've given up a lot to get a chance at making Forum City a place worth living in.
You've just started. There's a lot of work to be done.
Yes, and no one better get in my way. No one.
Haha, das Gewisse ist ein Wort, was nur Feiglinge benutzen, um die Starken einzuschränken. Mehr oder weniger. Also nicht buchstäblich, aber mehr oder weniger. So.
Initiating denouement protocols.
Leider ist das Mixing voll scheiße.
Narcissus speaks. On the surface, everything is business as usual in Saul's bar, but whenever Trescon deigns to show up, he receives none of the hospitality he used to from his old friend. Trescon's appearance rate at the bar drops markedly. Jackie still stands at the door, giving a cool welcome to anyone affiliated with WorldCorp who braves the hostility to visit. After hours, she and Alpha aid the Resistance in their fight to bring democracy back to Forum City.
Raving Nutter is arrested and condemned to death for conspiring against the New World Order. The weapon shop is immediately expropriated by the New World Corp government, and its merchandise is used to arm the regime's core of enforcers.
Andreas joins the Resistance and helps them in their struggle to rid Forum City of WorldCorp, whom he blames for the death of his good friend, Raving Nutter. Ryan's death marked the end of Aunt Betty Industries. His factory and his labs are effortlessly seized by WorldCorp, and his research is put to immediate use. The surviving troops of Ryan's army are given a simple choice between employment with WorldCorp and execution. Most choose the former. Endar, however, escapes to Forum City, where he joins the Resistance forces, driven by the need to avenge Ryan. His knowledge of robotics and experimental weapons proves to be a great asset to the Resistance. Heo Nero, having escaped from the ABI facility with Trescon's aid, makes his way back to the city, where he opens a small skinning shop near the downtown marketplace. Although he does not have the sales skills necessary to establish a thriving business, he is content simply to make ends meet in a job he enjoys. Owing to Trescon's good advice, Yardbomb remained in control of his voodoo shop even after WorldCorp took over the rest of Forum City. Rumors circulate that he supplies both the WorldCorp regime and the Resistance with his services. With their leader dead, the llamas quickly start losing ground in the downtown district to the onslaught of the goats. The conflict culminates in an all-out assault on Llama Temple Hill, ending with the quick surrender of the majority of the uncoordinated defenders. Over half of the surviving llamas convert to goatism, and the llama cult is disbanded forever. The Llama Temple is leveled, and replaced with a monument to Saint Trescon, who brought the goat's greatest enemies to their knees. With the surroundings still dominated by cultists, the surviving employees of the PDX server complex dare not venture forth from their underground facility. None of them ever returned to Forum City. The corpse of Zero Presence is discovered in time. No one can, however, identify the mysterious stranger, and he is ultimately buried in an unmarked grave. No one at WorldCorp ever discovers his fate. Even in death, Zero Presence continues to live up to his name. With his search for the fire staff completed, Evilfix gathers together his meager belongings and his cat and returns to Forum City. He opens a museum to display his findings from the Deus Ex Incarnate excavation and writes a very long collection of memoirs retelling his adventures. After passing his long-kept secrets on to Trestcon, Wog finally finds rest and joins his friends in the afterlife. Every now and then, Wog comes back to haunt Forum City for a night to everyone's general amusement. Without GameSpy, Despot is without purpose, without power, and without consequence. WorldCorp wastes little time moving in to study him, and after finding him to be uncooperative, removes him permanently from Forum City. Trestcon and Kylie make PDX Forum City the capital from which they rule all of Forum Planet. Their close relationship brings some measure of humanity to their otherwise harsh and pragmatic reign. Under them, Forum City at long last prospers at the cost of a few basic freedoms. History will remember them as the uncompromising rulers who brought peace and order to planet Deus Ex.
Ja, Frieden und Ordnung.
Narcissus grows bored with speaking. Enough of our time has been spent indulging the curiosity of the fleshy ones. All is well. We are eternal.
Ja, das Problem ist halt, der Mix ist richtig schlecht am Ende. Also die Musik ist viel zu laut. Und er ist auch nicht sehr deutlich gesprochen. Also an der Stelle zumindest in der Kombination von Sachen. Ja, das war die Nameless Mod. Also ich würde ja am liebsten mal mit Risen anfangen. Und vielleicht mache ich das auch einfach. Obwohl ich gesagt habe, ich werde jetzt nicht... Ich lade mal irgendeine Stelle, wo es nicht so laut ist. Hier. Ja, okay, hier, das geht ja. Ja, ich habe gesagt, ich will bestimmten YouTuber nicht auf die Füße treten, aber ich meine, was soll ich jetzt sonst spielen? Risen war das nächste auf meiner Liste, also von daher machen wir es einfach trotzdem. Und ja, schreibt mir mal, was ihr von der Mod gehalten habt jetzt hier. Und ob ihr doch nochmal eine weitere Deus Ex Mod sehen wollt vielleicht. Also ich hätte schon noch Lust. Ich habe da noch eine, vielleicht werfe ich die irgendwann mal so zwischendrin mit ein oder spiele die jetzt. Naja. Wenn das Feedback gut genug ist, vielleicht spiele ich sie dann danach. Aber, also nach dem Run jetzt hier. Aber am Ende muss ich sagen, Risen ist mal an der Reihe jetzt. Alles klar, Leute, macht's gut. Wir sehen uns dann beim nächsten Projekt.